ticket for this.
But the class warfare aspect of it, people saying, you know, you fire the auto worker guy and you won't touch the bankers.
Well, I think that they're on the verge. Anybody who wants more money, I think they'll replace you and the board. I think that's pretty much what happened in 1989 to 1991 when we solved the S&L crisis, which people forget. We closed 1,600 banks in that period. We haven't closed nearly as many this time. We are in a situation where the worst is over.
Jim, I defer to you, obviously, on economic issues, but it seems like just yesterday, because it literally was yesterday, we were saying unemployment's going to continue to rise through the year, but here you are declaring an end to the depression. Last week we were saying Tim Geithner's a deer in the headlights. Now we're saying he might be the best Treasury Secretary. How did you change turn
He's
so
not
quick?
the best Treasury Secretary. We got that guy Hamilton. He was dynamite. He's on the 10. He's on the 10. He was dynamite. Yeah. But you know, Bernanke's been good. Bernanke's been good because they flooded the system. You cannot fight the Fed. They literally, when they took interest rates to zero, that was the beginning. When they started this, what's known as TALF. I wish they'd pick better names like free money. People start lining up for that money, and they're starting to buy asset-backed securities. Unemployment always lags by 6 months from the bottom, so unemployment will continue to be bad for another 3 months. That's always has happened. But we are at a remarkable time. Housing in this country, we're only building 400,000 homes this year, same as we built when we had 180 million people in this country. We got another 140 million people. This is a remarkable downturn. Production is the lowest it's been since the Great Depression, and you do kick in. They needed a war to end that one. We don't need a war to end this one.
All right. If this is what you believe,
yes.
What about the contention that some world-renowned experts have made on this show that we are actually just creating a new bubble?
Oh, like the professor and Marianne, the professor and columnist, Rubini and Krugman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I often get that USS Minnow. You know what I mean? You get into that like Gilligan's Island.
It kind of makes sense when you look at what this administration is doing.
They're doing everything right. I mean, they are literally, they took the Great Depression, they read the Galbraith book, which is maybe, it's 189 pages. You can read it this afternoon. And they basically said whatever they did then, we are going to do the opposite. Hoover raised interest rates, you know, they balanced the budget, so let's take interest rates down and let's blow out the budget. Whatever they did then, we are doing the opposite, and I applaud them for the gutsy thing, which is to recognize what was wrong in 1929 to 32 and just say, we are not going to go down that path again, which is what Geithner was really saying. He said, we're not going down that path again.